Today we're going to be talking about what to do if you get pulled over by police and how to handle it if you think the officer is treating you unfairly. Now, the first thing you should do is find a safe place to pull over as soon as possible. You don't want to make the officer think you're trying to get away from him. Put the car in park, you turn the engine off, you put the window down about halfway, and you put your hands in a place where the officer can see them, probably right there on your steering wheel. You get ready to give the officer your driver's license, insurance card, registration for the vehicle, and you sit there and you wait for instructions. Now, if the officer wants to search your car, you don't have to give consent for a search. But here's the catch. If the officer feels like there's evidence of a crime in your car, drugs, something else, then they can search your car whether you want to have them search your car or not. They have the right to do that if they believe there's evidence of a crime in the car. You have the right to remain silent, just like they say in the movies, and your passenger has the right to remain silent as well. The passenger can actually ask the officer if they have the right to leave, and if the officer says yes, the passenger can get out of the car and walk away. What you don't want to do is be combative. You want to cooperate. You want to be polite. You don't want to be confrontational with the officer. You want to follow directions, but you also want to make sure that the communication you're having with the officer is appropriate, even if you're upset about the way the officer might be treating you. If in fact you feel like you're being treated unfairly, don't get combative, don't use physical violence, and don't even threaten to file a complaint against the officer at the scene. You want to get through the incident as quickly and as painlessly as possible, and then you want to take action after the incident to try and have that officer investigated. You want to immediately after the incident write down as much as you can remember. I'm talking about the name of the officer, the badge number of the officer, the patrol car number if you can remember it. Don't forget to write down which police agency it is. Anything you can remember about the particulars of that incident. If there are any witnesses to anything that happened, you're also going to want to get their name and contact information as well in case investigators want to speak with them. And here's another thing, don't ever give the officer any false information, false documents, or lie to the officer. No matter how you feel like you're being treated, that's going to end real badly for you. Once the incident is over, you go home and you can file a complaint with the police department's Internal Affairs Division or their Civilian Complaint Board. If you're worried about repercussions, you can even file a complaint anonymously. But that's the best way to take action after the fact if you feel like an officer has treated you wrong out here on the street.